Okay, imagine this. You're out late, maybe after work, the city's kind of buzzing around you, and you get this craving, right, for something comforting, familiar.
Yeah, like a burger.
Exactly. You spot this food stall, it's busy, smells amazing, grilled meat, so you order one, take a bite, and wow, it's incredible, like unforgettable, almost too good.
Okay.
Now, just hold that thought. What if, maybe days, weeks later, you find out what you ate? It wasn't beef, it wasn't pork, it was something horrifyingly different.
And that chilling idea is exactly where we're diving in today. We're unpacking a really unsettling true crime story. It sent shockwaves through a whole city.
The human meat burger case as it got caught.
Right. And our sources for this deep dive, they really pull back the curtain. We're looking at the first whispers, how people almost dismissed it, then the horrifying discovery, and the impact, the psychological impact that lasted.
So our mission here is to get beyond just the facts, right?
Yeah, exactly. To extract the key knowledge, the insights from this whole account, to help you understand how trust can just shatter and how the unthinkable can hide right there in plain sight.
Okay, let's go back. It's 2023. The story really starts in this kind of nondescript industrial area,
Right.
centered around this one late-night food stall. It got really popular. Customers kept coming back for the burgers specifically. They said they had this distinct taste, like really rich, almost hard to explain.
So good it stood out.
So good it stood out, so unique. People actually started joking about it. You know, dark humor, I guess. Some would even say, maybe half joking, this is so good it's almost human.
And it's chilling how that comment, which seems so like innocuous on the surface, started to connect with something much, much darker happening nearby. At the same time this stall's getting famous, missing persons posters are going up.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Young men mostly, often migrant workers or homeless people, individuals who, sadly might not have strong networks to report them missing immediately.
So you've got this popular burger place and people disappearing.
Exactly. This weird duality.
Yeah.
And this growing unease starts to bubble up. The big question is, how did these two things, the great burgers and the missing people, how did they start to link up in people's minds? How did those whispers started to get really terrifying?
Well, things took a sharp turn, didn't they? There was an anonymous tip-off. Someone finally called the police, and that led to the raid. Picture this.
Yeah.
Late night, it's raining hard, officers showing up at this small, greasy-looking kitchen.
Yeah, you can almost imagine it. The wet streets, those flashing lights, police stepping inside not knowing what they're about to find, but suspecting something was very wrong.
And what they found inside, just wow.
It really was beyond horrific. They went to the freezer first, found these black plastic bags all stacked up.
Assuming it's meat for the stall?
Right, the logical assumption, animal meat. But forensics came back pretty quickly. The chilling reality, it is human flesh.
Oh my God.
And it wasn't just the freezer. The whole kitchen told a story. There was this chopping block in the corner, dark, heavily stained. A cleaver resting right beside it.
Jeez.
The report said blood had soaked so deep into the wood, it was just permanent, impossible to clean. A testament to what had been happening there.
So the owner, Ravi, he was arrested right there.
On the spot, yes.
And the reaction for people who knew him, his neighbors, that's also pretty disturbing.
It is. They were apparently stunned, described him as quiet, unassuming, polite even, reserved.
Like the type you wouldn't suspect. That phrase came up.
Exactly, which just raises that massive question, doesn't it? How does someone seem so ordinary on the outside, but be capable of something so monstrous? Were there no signs? Nothing.
It seems impossible.
Well, investigators dug into his past,
Yeah.
and it tells a much darker story. It turns out Ravi used to work at a butcher shop.
Oh, okay.
So he had the skills, not just familiarity, but like a terrifying precision, cutting, cleaning, preparing meat. He knew exactly what he was doing.
Right. So the theory was he wasn't just randomly killing people.
No. Investigators came to believe he deliberately targeted vulnerable individuals, runaways, drifters, the homeless, people who wouldn't be missed right away, people whose absence maybe wouldn't trigger huge alarms immediately.
That's incredibly calculated.
It really is.
Yeah.
It highlights this grim possibility, right? How practical skills like butchery can be twisted for horrific ends when someone just lacks any moral compass. And it forces you to think about how those marginalized people, one society often overlooks,
Yeah.
they become targets because they are overlooked. Their vulnerability is exploited.
The trial must have been intense.
It absolutely shocked the nation, dominated the news for weeks. The prosecution laid out the evidence, and it was damning.
What kind of evidence are we talking about?
Well, DNA samples from the burgers, they matched several of the missing persons, directly linked the food to the victims.
Undeniable proof.
Undeniable. And then there were the photos found on Ravi's own phone. Pictures of, well, the report's called the butchered remains. Horrific graphic proof of what he'd done.
Just awful.
But amidst all that evidence, maybe the most chilling thing was Ravi's own statement. When they asked him why he did it.
What did he say?
He just said, it tasted better. And no one noticed.
Wow. No remorse, no. Nothing.
Nothing. Just that. Just like a window into this terrifying emptiness.
Yeah.
A total lack of empathy. Complete dehumanization of his victims. It's hard to even process.
And he got life in prison?
Yes.
Yeah.
Sentenced to life.
Yeah.
But for the people who ate those burgers, the horror didn't just stop with the verdict.
I can't even imagine.
No. Some people claimed they could, like still taste it phantomatically. Others talked about nightmares, hearing screams. The psychological trauma was immense.
It violates such a basic trust, doesn't it? Eating.
Absolutely. A fundamental human act, corrupted, and it shows how that kind of violation can just warp a community's psyche for years. It lingered.
So what happened in the city afterwards? The wider impact.
It was devastating. Food stalls like Ravi's, which were everywhere, saw their business just collapse almost overnight. People got incredibly paranoid.
Questioning everything they ate.
Everything. Every vendor, every meal. That phrase, human meat burger, it just spread like wildfire, especially online. Became this, like, morbid shorthand for the horror. A reminder that darkness can be hiding right there, in the most normal places.
Unbelievable.
And the thought of Ravi, still in prison. Our sources suggest he might even take some kind of grim satisfaction knowing his customers, the ones who survived, would never truly escape the taste.
That's just chilling.
It is. This profound violation of trust has such a long, dark shadow. So I guess the question for you listening to this is, what does it mean navigating a world where what you consume, who you trust? It isn't always what it appears to be.
Yeah, this whole deep dive, it really forces you to ask, doesn't it? How well do we really know what we're consuming? Or, maybe even more importantly, who are we actually trusting in our everyday lives?
Think about it. Something as normal, as comforting, as grabbing a quick meal. How easily that hid something truly monstrous. It makes you wonder, what other parts of our daily routine, things we just take for granted, might have some unsettling reality hidden just beneath the surface?